What is going on, guys? Brad here from Pickdawgz.com, and I got a pick in this Braves versus Mets game going down on Monday, June 23rd, 2025. Here at Pickdawgz, we drop the most free pick videos out of anyone, so click that subscribe button, drop a like. It helps us out a lot. If you guys are looking for the picks like the best, the picks like the most, including my $19 play of the day, go to Pickdawgz.com, click the premium pick section, or click the link in the description in this video. You will find all my plays there. For all my big bettors out there, we do offer a VIP one-on-one service as well. This is for people with larger bankrolls and high rollers, whereas our no more premium picks have something to offer to everyone. So if you are looking for that extra level of service and VIP sounds like something more up your alley, text the number on the screen, and my man Kasi will get right to you. All right, guys, hope everyone's doing well. We got the Atlanta Braves headed into Citi Field to play the Mets. This is a very interesting series, guys. I think this one's going to be interesting. If you guys know baseball, man, you know these teams don't like each other. Over the last couple seasons, there's definitely been a lot of animosity, a lot of drama between these two teams. And what makes this series so interesting is these teams just played. These teams just played last week. They had a series from June 17th to June 19th where the Braves swept the Mets. But the difference between that series and this series was that series was played in Atlanta, and this series is going to be played in New York. And we just can't fail to mention how bad the Braves have been on the road and how good the Mets have been at home. The Braves are 13-25 straight up on the road this season. Terrible, horrific, damn near incompetent when they play away from Atlanta, whereas the Mets are one of the best home teams in the league, coming into this one 27-10 straight up at home. So, yes, the Braves just swept the Mets, but that doesn't mean that's gonna happen again. I think we see a completely different series in this one. Looks like we got Schwellenbach on the mound for the Braves, and I will say, in that 3-game series in Atlanta last week, the Mets had the best success in that whole series when they went against Schwellenbach. Schwellenbach gave up 4 earned runs in that game. Once Schwellenbach went out, that's when the Mets couldn't score. They finished that game with 4 runs. Every single run that they scored was against Schwellenbach. So they already saw Schwellenbach. They hit off him very well. I wouldn't be surprised if they hit off him again in this one. On the other hand, you got Paul Blackburn on the mound for the Mets. He's still, trying to find his flow a little bit. In the game against the Braves that he started, he did give up 3 earned, only pitched 3 2/3 of an inning, so it really wasn't a good outing for Paul Blackburn. But I feel like Paul Blackburn's just, like I said, still trying to get in the flow of things. He missed a lot of time. He missed the first part of the season. I think Paul Blackburn is going to return into midseason form at some point soon. He just needs to get a couple starts under his belt. So I'm going to be on the Mets in this series, man. Like I said, the Braves are just a team that if you've been fading on the road, you've been making money. And I'm going to stick with that philosophy here. I'm taking the Mets. I think Schwellenbach will have some issues in this game. And like I said, the more starts that Paul Blackburn gets, I think the better he'll look. So let's stick with what works, and that's taking the Mets at home and fading the Braves on the road. I also like the revenge factor. The Mets are going to come in with a chip on their shoulder. They're going to be pissed off. They're going to want to get their lick back on their home field, and I think they get that job done. So give me the Mets on the money line here. I appreciate you guys watching this. Drop a like. Drop in the comments here taking this one. Check out my $19 play of the day. Like I said, most importantly, though, subscribe to Pick Dawgz on YouTube because we're just trying to help you guys win some money, and we'll catch you on the next one.